Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. So today the goal is to finish Barnyard, because based on the time that I have and based on the long play, I got about 3 hours of content left. It's technically possible, but it depends on how much the game crashes, as we saw in the last session. Because apparently once you get like halfway through the game or so, the game just becomes a lot more unstable. Because it is the only GameCube game I've ever had crash on me before. Good morning, campers! Yeah, I hope the game doesn't crash again, but my gosh, I think it crashed like 4 times last session. So yeah, last we left off, Ben had just died, so they got to that part in the plot. It happens in a cutscene. It's like they basically are like, "Oh yeah, the player can't do anything about it because they're just off partying like the rest of them." It really couldn't. Alright, we're off to Ben's Hill to go talk to somebody, probably following Ben's death. You think they would have changed the music or something to make it slightly more, like, sad? It's like, dude, a major character just got killed off. Having the music be the same kind of kills the mood a bit. Ben's dead. Oh, it's fine. Or it could just be everyone coping in that way. They like, smile through the pain. Okay, that actually sets the tone, because naturally Otis is very upset about it.
I am so sorry about Ben.
We should make some kind of tribute. When you go get some flowers, Ben loved bluebells the best. Could you find 10 of them and lay them on his grave? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think they ever address it in the movie either, but, like, I feel like the farmer has to be aware that Ben died. Otherwise, that'd be very sad. He just never knows that one of his best cows just perished. Getting some of the money back from the Gophers! Suckers!
Oh, the flowers are beautiful.
I think Otis was really moved. Maddie wants to help too. She was looking for you earlier. I'll go find
Take
her.
care.
She's back at the barnyard.
Odie's really sad.
Yes, he is. We all are. Can you go cheer up Odie? We want to sing him a song. That's a great idea, Maddie. Stupid bot. You can find all the chicks around the farm and take them to Ben's Hill? Sure thing. Oh yeah, they are quite literally scattered about the place.
Yeah.
Maddie wants you on Ben's Hill. Okay. Alright, so there's 3 that way and 2 the other direction. Well, I guess let's start with the one that's kind of on its lonesome going the other direction.
Yeah.
Maddie wants you on Ben's Hill. Okay. Alright, then there's another one on Dankweed Pond. Never gonna get over that. This game was ahead of its time. Alright, then the other three are the other direction. You can barely see the thing. Well, today we're going to go find some chicks. And not in that way. Actual animal chicks. Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here, chickie. Hello! Alright. Time to go back to the barnyard and talk to Maddie. At maximum velocity! Whee! Time to crash into all of the things. Let's go! Oh no, oh, I was supposed to go to Ben's Hill, crap! No! Luckily, I've still got some time left on the timer. Well, time to rush back at maximum velocity! This is the longest time I've been on the bike so far, so I'm actually hearing more of the song. There we go.
You rock.
You rock! We're going to sing for Oti now. I think he'll like that.
Bye.
Goodbye! Chapter 6. Otis in Charge. It's kind of funny, the first couple of chapters are way longer than, like, chapter 5 and 6, because 5 is, like, one mission, and then it's over. Same thing with chapter 6. I mean, chapter 5. Oh my gosh, I think that crashed the game, and I didn't save! No! Well, we're doing that again. This is why this might take another session. It depends on how many times the game crashes. Because I swear, once I got to the second half, it started crashing a lot. Well, the funny thing is this is the only GameCube game I've ever owned that has actually had a crashing problem. I don't know if this is normally what this game is like, or if it's just because I got a used copy. Alright, time to do that. I mean, excuse me. Time to go do that again. Once more, we are back at the Barnyard doing the same quests over again because the game keeps crashing. Huzzah! At least now I know what I'm doing, so I can just beeline through this section. Then I just gotta make sure I save between quests so that I don't have to do as much in case it crashes again. Yeah, now that I know it's really a thing, I pretty much have to just prioritize just saving between every single quest. I'm doing good, just doing this before work in a couple hours. Got some good sleep, and all's right with the world on that front. Let's preemptively do that.
I am so...
Time to button mash through the dialogue. Oh yeah, I know, like, that can always be rough. It's like, time to adjust back to what I was doing before. Oh, it has actually stood up for a second.
Take care.
Time to speedrun! Without crashing into something. Holy crap, we're going so fast. Jeez! Remember, kids, to save often, especially when your game has a crashing problem. And flush twice for insurance.
Oh.
Then just so I don't have to go through the dialogue again. Never mind, we can't save during a mission, so we have to redo that regardless if the game crashes. At least now I have to only have to redo minimal content if it crashes again. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a lot of things that are definitely gonna be projects, like, yeah, the new Castlevania collection, now I can definitely stream those games without any issues. Then there's the new SpongeBob game, which I'll play eventually. I mean, it's not out yet, but I just don't know if I'm gonna play it on launch, because there's so many games coming out around that time period. Yeah, I'm so excited to play those. I didn't think they were gonna do it during the Switch's lifespan, but I shouldn't have doubted. I suppose because they are, it's not like some of the games where they're porting it from a one-screen display. With those, it was a two-screen display. Yeah, and then I completely forgot they hadn't ported Pizza Tower yet up until now, because I was like, oh right, I got it on Steam. But yeah, they ported Pizza Tower, so that's cool. And then they also ported the first Yakuza game, which I want to check out. You know, people like Maniacal have been really hyping that series up, and Juker. We're going the wrong way! Yeah, because I heard that was one of the most annoying parts about that whole game, was the whole, like, you have to capture the bosses with the stylus attacks. Wow, I guess I just never went down here. Fruit salad! Yummy, yummy! Melon, cherry, and apple. Yeah, that one in particular. Eddie says to do a power slide on the bike, hit top speed, and the turn while using the brakes. Yeah, that'll be good. What the heck is this? Oh, plant milkweed. Suppose I never had a reason to come down here. Because everything involved going to this side of the meadow. Yeah, and then of course just kind of further hype on Dragon Quest III. I'm like, I am so excited for that. And the new Zelda game, so many games. Kind of the debate. I'm just like, of course it had to be coming out right before I'm gonna do this spooky month content. It's like, do I include it as that, or well, because at the very least, I'm just gonna do it as a personal playthrough and then do it after October's over on the channel. Yeah, and that's definitely fair, and of course we don't have the official release dates on that yet. We just know it's 2025. To be fair, I know in that particular announcement, they were just announcing that they were porting it, period. They weren't specifying a date yet.
Goodbye.
Otis got back.
Yeah!
Everyone was celebrating in broad daylight. Farmer saw the whole thing. Miles had to kick him to make him forget.
Oh, shoot!
After that, Otis did his best to keep things in line.
Just funny how, like, this was an entire scene in the movie, and they just glanced over in, like, 3 seconds. one of the funniest scenes in the movie. I just can't get over the fact that a lot of these chapters are so short after like the first couple. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make you do all these things, and then now we're just gonna make the plot go fast. Alright, so it looks like we're going back to that side of Busy Springs. But before that, we're gonna go save. Because I now question the stability of this game. Now I have to check into that game. I don't think I personally heard of that, or Turok Rage Wars. There's just so many games out there. Meanwhile, here I am with Barnyard. All because Stephen George and Josh Jepson and a couple other people played it, and I was like, let's put this as a charity incentive because it'd be funny. To be fair, it has been a very enjoyable game. Like, the only downside is the game crashes. Which it kind of seems like it tends to fix itself, like each section only crashes like one time and then it continues. It's almost like the game is like, yeah, I'll play it out, it's fine. Alright. I know it's definitely possible and like doable if you wanted to. Well, actually, I don't know if all the challenges are necessarily doable without the bike. I mean, apart from the actual bike races, because there is a time limit on the side quests. There's some that are like, the objectives are stretched out so far, I'm not even sure if you could do them in time if you're not using the bike. I suppose someone's probably done that challenge run, or... I mean, normally I would attempt that challenge run, but especially with less time to stream, it's pretty much like, yep, one go-around per game, and go from there. But it would definitely be a challenge run I would attempt if I had time. Can you beat Barnyard without the bike apart from the bike races? I still don't believe it. Dad's gone and I'm the new leader. You know, maybe a big round of golf would take our minds off things. I think you're ready for it. It's the full 18... Oh, right, we're doing this one. That's the 9 holes from Busy Springs, followed by the back 9. Are you up for it? Totally, Otis. Come on, Pip. It's time to hit the greens. Well, I knew this was coming because they alluded to it during the last challenge in the golf section. So, yep, we're in it for the long haul on this particular challenge. Just out of curiosity, I'm just gonna time to see how long the 18 holes takes.
Gotta love those golfers.
So yeah, buckle the heck up, we're playing some golf. Hole in one! 4! Yeah, because this is essentially the 4th challenge. The first 2 were just playing the first for all 18 holes, and then the last one was part of kind of like a charity challenge where you were trying to collect money by playing the first 9 holes. And now we're doing all 18. Woohoo!
I think we should go with the iron on this one. Oh!
Nice on! Chuck it at full force! Yeah, this is one of those games you do not want to chuck the ball too hard, otherwise it's, you're gonna likely run out of time. Just trying to make up for lost time because you chucked it too far the other direction. Yeah, and this is where I have to chuck it a little hard because I gotta go uphill a little bit. Yeah, this is where I really don't want to chuck it too hard, otherwise it's gonna go downhill and that's gonna suck. Oh shoot, we're going in the water. And done. Oh, I gotta go around. Shoot! Yeah, I was gonna say, it's nice that the music is catchy because it's like, yeah, especially when you have to play all 18 holes of golf like this. Alright, we're halfway done. What a tease! Oh, shoot!
You gotta love those gophers. Let it off!
We're going. Haha, counted.
You were born to go.
Whew. Yeah, some of these it just gets down to the wire in terms of having enough time.
Gotta love those bumpers.
Alright. Hole 14. Nice.
I go with the wood on this one.
Yeah, this one in particular is time consuming.
That means four.
Yeah, particularly because it has to go through the entire spiral, and if you run out of time, you have to do it over again. Like, that was definitely the cleanest one I had done. The first time I attempted that, I just couldn't get the ball to ricochet how I wanted, so it just wasn't happening.
Right down the fairway.
Alright, we got lucky, we got a double ramp off it. Nice. Wow, that actually worked. Alright. Yeah, this is particularly the portion where I might run out of time because you have to chuck it just hard enough. Sweet. 2 holes to go. Oh, thank goodness for that backboard. Alright, I know that's not gonna make it, so... Go. Alright, 1 to go. This one in particular is tricky because it's one of those kind of ramps where you have to chuck it up the hole at just the right speed, otherwise it doesn't count. And there's a couple of them on this hole. Wow, that's the first time I've actually seen that, because, like, you're supposed to chuck it pretty hard, but it just straight up was like, nope. Doing it again. Yeah, this is likely gonna be a redo. Man, what the heck? Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a redo. There is no way I'm getting to the end in time. There we go. Got denied by the board. This one, you have to chuck it at max speed. Wow, I actually pulled it off. Holy crap. Didn't think I was gonna come back from that, but I did. Alright, so with that took 17 minutes. And that was me doing it pretty fast. So I suppose about a minute per hole.
Is the cow?
That was an awesome display of golfing. Yep, sure was. Come back here if you want to try the full 18 again. Hey, take this key to the North Path Gate. This will take you over the river through Grizzly Gulch. Alright. Take care near the junkyard, though. Later. I suppose he was given all the keys. Alright, and that seems like that's all the daytime missions, so... Yep, next one's gonna be a nighttime mission. Probably more driving if I had to guess. And done. Time to go collect some money! Alright, have a good shift. Okay, looks like that was all the tokens I had. Now, let's see if I can make any new recipes that I got, because I know we at least got the fruit salad recipe.
Just asking.
Melon, cherry, and apple.
I'm baking.
Okay, the pumpkin pie I know is the other recipe we haven't made yet.
I'm gonna make something swill. Time to go to work.
I've been looking for
you. You need to tend to a little matter for us. There's a high demand for scrap metal at the moment. The area near the junkyard's full of the stuff. We're looking for 5 pieces of junk, whatever you can carry. We'll make it worth your while. Wait right there. Yeah, and the funny part of that is that originally was programmed with that one of the Jersey cows. Just looks like a mound of poo. I know it's supposed to be junk, but it looks like a mound of poo. Alright, so the junkyard's back that direction. Yeah, so I can come back for any... screw it, I'll just grab some of the stuff now. Cherry Delight. Cherry milk and honey. Human children have been tipping over sleeping cows. It's shocking. Freddy says that to get the best score in Chicken Launch, you have to use lots of boost and aim peck for one of the smaller windows. Bessie does not like Otis. That's not a secret. She'll tell anyone. Chocolate brownie. Chocolate, walnuts, and flowers. Alright, see where we're going here. So, okay, it's kind of scattered throughout. Carrot cake, carrot, walnut, and honey. Okay, so you can just run over it. I don't even have to get off the bike. Gramophone. Fruit mocktail. Oh shoot! Umbrella. And a watering can. Eddie says he can do 3 bike tricks before landing when he jumps off the ramp on Ben's Hill. So, were you able to get 5 pieces of junk from the junkyard area? Here you go.
Well done.
Well done, you got class, the high kind. Here, take this gold brush token. Bonus. Pleasure doing business with you. Alright, then there's another mission at the barnyard. Yeah, and then just because I'm starting to run out of time for the nighttime cycle, I'll just go collect the money during the day and then come back for another night and do the quest. Hey, why'd you go to sleep? Because it was 5 in the morning! Alright, so I'm gonna go take a break for a few minutes and I'll be right back. And we're back.
Everyone's welcome.
Especially the coyotes, because, you know, they just murdered Ben.
We got the new stuff. Check it out.
The barn's now 78% complete. The pigs love all the tables that you got. They sit there and eat all night. Here, take this milkweed. Yep, we're driving again.
Want to take the beady car out for a spin?
Oh, no, you what?
Know it, yeah.
We were thinking we should clock up some serious miles tonight. Is that good for you? Watch and learn. Here we go! Oh, shoot! You'll never take me alive! Oh shoot, we're going this way. The courses have never been the same, so I'm just like, I just never know what to expect. This is one of those I'm gonna have to break around this turn so I don't crash. Okay, did it too early. But yeah, then you can't brake too fast, otherwise you're screwed. Oh, that just sucks. Like, there's no way to reverse. Holy crap. Yeah, they might be taking that one because they're really far ahead. What, did they just stop? Holy crap! Okay, good, it just automatically turns you around. And we're gonna get a really sharp turn here. Then we get another mildly sharp turn. Downhill. And then I don't know where this turn's gonna be at. Or if there's a turn. Yep, we're going this way. Alright, looks like we're going right. Nailed it. That was chaotic. You did it! You crashed the car multiple times, but you did it.
That was better than Eddie.
Hey! Oops.
It's great.
What's great?
Guys.
Guys, I don't get it. Alright, then we got enough money to go buy something for the night barn.
Have a nice night. looking.
Are you hungry? Oh, just asking. We got a new drink. Refreshing. We got a new drink. Refreshing. Think I'll go get a snack.
Have a nice night.
Alright, next mission is near the old mill. Cool. Like, I saw you can do tricks, and I'm like, oh, I've just never tried that before. Pip says that to get a high score in Gulfer Golf, you have to complete each hole as quickly as possible. The leader of the coyotes is called Dag. Don't trust him. Cherry pie. Hannah says that to get a high score in chasing chicks, it's best to throw the chicks from the wild shot rings. Pip says there's 25 games you count towards being the Barnyard champion. Hannah says that when you're collecting honey, it's best to concentrate on one hive. Hide as soon as you see the bees coming. Apple cider. Eddie says that to get extra height off a bike ramp, do a jump just as you're going off the edge. Coyotes and raccoons hate getting their fur messed up, it's true. Almost. You got lucky last time. Yeah, lucky. Yeah. Let's race through the gulch right past the junkyard. That is, unless you can hear them calling. Sounds more like yours, Eddie. Can we start already? Prepare to lose. Woohoo!
Okay, I admit it. You're fast.
Real fast.
Too fast.
Quest complete. Alright, the next one's near Gopher Hill. Okay.
Let me know if you see any raccoons around the barnyard.
Pig says there's no water in his pigsty. I think we got a case of raccoon sabotage. Can we fix it? Maybe you could get your metal detector out and follow the water pipe to the back of the pigsty. When you're above the pipe, the metal detector ring will turn yellow. There's gotta be a leak somewhere. Of course, if you fix one leak, another will spring up. Keeps mending the pipe until Pig says the water's running again. Can you do that? Okay, will do.
Yeah.
Slide whistle of where the heck are these leaks at? Where the heck are these leaks at?
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I just hope that these locations are randomly generated.
hell.
Alright, ta-da!
Good work.
Good work. Those raccoons are getting sneakier, but you foiled them this time. That's all for now. Alright, next one is down that direction. Yeah, so the fifth one's obvious in terms of its location, but yeah, 2 to 4, I'm just like, yeah, just generally follow that particular pathway and you'll find them.
Can you help me fly again?
I'm ready for my greatest challenge yet. It's crazy, but it just might work. Let's do it. Oh, shoot.
I can see my coop from here! Look at me! I'm flying!
Oh man, that was our best effort yet. You're one crazy rooster, Peck. I couldn't have done it without my cow
seeing ya.
partner. Be seeing you. Alright, next mission's back at the barnyard.
I'm off to a hen's nest.
Those 3 Jersey cows have agreed to put the chicks into bed, but I don't know if they're babysitting material. Do you think you could keep an eye on them, make sure nothing goes wrong? Let's do it! You butthole! It completely decimated their scores.
Ain't you the sweetest thing?
I knew you were the best with children. Anytime, Hannah.
Well, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye then. Alright, next one is over there by the vegetable patch.
Listen now, listen up.
The farmer's vegetables are ready for market. It's been a bumper year. This is his biggest crop ever. Those raccoons are definitely gonna try something. But you'll be here to stop them, right? The vegetables are safe with me, Miles. You're getting booted permanently. Nope, I can only get hit one more time, otherwise I'm dead. Ah, shoot. So I guess that's gonna be the hardest part of this challenge, is not dying. Sweet. I'd like to congratulate you. Sure showed him who's in charge here. I don't think the raccoons will be bothering us for a while. Ben was right about you. The farm's a better place with you around. Just doing my bit, Miles.
Mosey along.
I'll mosey along then. Alright, the next thing's gonna be a nighttime mission, so I might as well go cash out those Gold Rush tokens and then sleep until nightfall. That was cool. It's like, yay, I didn't eat the ground this time. Alright, the next one's inside the night barn.
Got any? Got a new shipment in.
Everyone's welcome. We got the new.
The sheep really like the booze. They sit there and chat all night. Here, take this milkweed.
Want to take the beanie car?
Alright, we're driving some more. Let's go.
Know it, yeah?
The night is young. Shall we hit the road? Watch and learn. Oh, shoot! Well, we just got pushed that direction. Alright, race to the finish. Woohoo!
Okay, I admit it, you're fast.
Too fast.
Have a nice night.
Alright, time for daytime. Alright, next quest is near the old mill.
Hell. Hell.
Alright, looks like we're doing another bike race.
Let's decide this race thing once and for all.
Once.
And for all.
We're talking about a bike race that goes around the whole area. Yep, everywhere. Where? So are we gonna do this, or are we just gonna stand around here going about it? We're doing it right now. Prepare to lose. Alright, one giant course, one lap.
There you go.
shoot, that's not a shortcut this time. Woohoo!
Okay, you win. We give up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alright, next one is over in Izzy Springs. Shoot! Otis says that to get a high score at Tease the Mailman, you have to go for the difficult moves. Miles says that there's, all kinds of stuff in the old mill, but it's difficult to get inside. How about a round of golf? I've already beaten 18 holes, now what? We've thought of a new way to play. We call it precision golf. Instead of a time limit, you have a limited number of shots to get the ball in each hole. The less shots you take, the higher your score. Want to try a round at Easy Springs? Totally, Otis, come on, Pip, it's time to hit the greens. Alright, so now we're playing actual golf.
You were born to golf. No. That is four. I think we should go with the iron on this one. Four.
Okay, so you get 9 shots per hole. I mean, it is nice to get rid of the time limit. It's like, I have an unlimited amount of time to line my shots up.
All right!
No. That is four. No. That is four.
All right!
I think we should go with the iron on this one.
Oh, yeah!
You could almost go pro.
Oh, yeah!
I'd go with the wood on this one.
And done. You totally mastered that. Next time we'll see how you do on the back nine. Tell that you can come down to Izzy Springs anytime you want to play some more precision golf. I might just do that, Otis. Later. Chapter 7, Boy Tipping.
Otis was sick of human kids tipping over sleeping cows. He figured that if he was leader, he was gonna do things his way and teach those kids a lesson. All he needed was a car.
Alright, so the next one looks, well, yeah, I suppose appropriately is going to be a nighttime mission because of what the next round of crap entails. There's nothing that pig won't eat. Alright, I think the cheapest thing at this point is $250, so I still can't afford, well, unless I sell something. Well, actually, yeah, the Gold Rush token should give me enough money to buy another thing. So I know there's probably going to be at least one more chapter, if I had to guess, because there's, like, the confrontation with the coyotes in the movie. Beyond that, I'm not sure if it goes beyond 8 chapters. Unless it's an epilogue, in which case it would technically be 9. Let's see. Yeah, I still got a bit of the game left. Relatively speaking, I still got like 70 minutes, so this might go into another session. We'll see where I'm at in an hour. If I'm that close, I'll finish it out. Otherwise, the next time I do it, the next stream, I'll just finish it and then go into the next game, just to get it done.
Shipment in.
Glad I saved. so that's crash number 2 for the session. And it wasn't even a thing I thought would crash the game, it was actually the shop. And of course, that alone might be the reason I don't finish it this session, is because of the game crashes. But what do you do? Yeah, like I said before, it's pretty much the only negative I can see about the game, because like the rest of it, it's exactly like how you'd expect this game to run in terms of like being something adapted from the Barnyard source material, specifically the movie, because this all came out before the TV show came out, which pretty much has all the same characters. I forget if I'm guessing they explain it lore-wise. But basically, Daisy's replaced by another cow in the series. I forget why lore-wise. But pretty much every other character's there. And I know I get another token, but that's not gonna buy anything at this point, because everything is at least 250 plus. I know I get at least 1 token. 2, I'd have to double check my inventory. I know by the time I get to the end of the game, it's really gonna showcase like how much like money grinding you have to do in order to get the rest of it. Because like some of it's like 1,000 coins, which includes all the bike upgrades. Considering it doesn't go towards completion of the night barn, it's like, yeah, you might as well just buy those things dead last. Nope, we're out of tokens. So the question of where did I park the bike? Because there's stations where it's situated if you go too far away, but if you're still close enough, it's still in the spot you left it. Alright, so, yep, we're heading all the way to the Beatty farm. It's gonna be the quickest route to get there, probably through Walnut Woods, because now we can go everywhere on the map.
Can you distract Mrs. Beatty?
We need to borrow her car. The Jersey cow borrowed all the time. What's the big deal? They usually take it after the Beatties have gone to bed, but I want to follow those kids right now to see where they live. We have to get moving. Show yourself to Miss Beatty until she can't take it anymore, but don't let Mr. Beatty see you. And I leave it in your capable hooves. I've got it under control, Otis. Cue the distraction!
It's staring right at me!
I knew I should have married your sister.
It's staring right at me!
Where'd it go? I don't know. It's gone.
There is no cow. There is no cow.
How can you do that? Look out the window, Mr. Lump!
That's it.
Yeah, because one of the main running jokes of the series is that this woman is fully aware of what's going on, but her husband keeps calling her crazy because he's like, I didn't see it.
Look out the window, Mr. Lump!
Can't you wait until daybreak to be nuts?
Cows can't do that! Oh, yeah. Look at that!
This is a cow farm. You're gonna park cows outside.
This isn't.
Ford!
It's staring right at me!
Don't mind me, I'm just a normal cow doing normal cow things.
You're gonna park.
Not anymore.
Where'd it go? I don't know.
Grade A leather, baby.
You are one smooth cow. Some other night you can come back here if you want to tease Mrs. Beatty again. But right now, let's get after those kids. Bud, do you remember how to start this car? You gotta kick it into gear. Alright, then it happens off screen essentially, so... Oh, never mind, the next one just pops up right away.
Fasten your seatbelt!
Let's move it! Starry and you're driving. We need to follow the kids at a distance. Don't get too close or they'll see that we're cows. But don't get too far or we'll lose them. Got it? Watch and learn. Yeah, and this is definitely one of those I'm only doing it once in terms of not going back to save between the quests. Like, it's just far enough away from the save point that I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to try this at least once without saving between those two quests. So I guess Otis isn't coming with you, just... Oh, never mind, all the Jersey cows are in the back. They're getting away! Yeah, this is really where you gotta break. That'd be so creepy as a child, just being like, why does that car keep following us? And they're considerate enough not to get too close as to not run them over. I think they live in this vicinity considering we're in a neighborhood, but who knows. Well done.
The newcomer kept the motor running. Otis and the Jersey cow snuck inside and introduced the snotty kid to boy tipping. Nearly woke the whole neighborhood. They had to get out of there fast.
It's too bad they don't show because it's also one of the funniest scenes of the entire movie. They all sneak in and then they tip that one kid over. He's like, haha, you like, how do you like boy tipping? And then he screams. Well, because to be fair, they're mocking the kid. Because that's how he would say, that's how you do cow tipping. So I'm guessing that we gotta get back to point A before the time runs out. Yeah, because this is the one scene in the movie where they actually use the car. Well done! Yeah, of course we speed back because it wasn't relatively that far of a distance. We had to go slow so the kids wouldn't catch on to what was going on.
Now that, my friend, is...
You totally milked it! Those kids won't be back again. Mission accomplished! You're hereby from this day forward an honorary Jersey cow.
Catch you later, buddy.
Alright, now we got enough to buy another bit of furniture, but I'm definitely gonna go save first. Yeah, and then I kind of made the assumption the next mission was going to be daytime, and that was correct. Yeah, so considering the shop caused the game to crash last time, I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to go to the shop first, I'm going to go save. I know it's another reason the playthrough's going slightly slower, but... I mean, I'm taking my time and having fun with it, but, like, if I don't go this slow, the game is gonna crash, and I'm gonna have to redo a lot of stuff. Especially since this is the only save point in the entire game. Alright, then let's go buy another bit of furniture from the Gophers. Because we definitely got enough money for that now. That isn't really expensive. And even if we hadn't bought that honey, I'd still be only at like an extra 100 gold. Like I said, it's nice that you could do that though, because then you don't have to do the bee minigame. Because yeah, that particular second bit of honey is required for plot progression. Alright, time to queue up daytime. Alright, next quest is not on the map yet. Oh, okay, so I suppose now we're just doing more golf, but then again, I know Otis kind of alluded to that there was going to be more precision golf. So I'm guessing this quest is going to be the back 9, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was another quest where you were doing all 18 holes.
How about a round of golf?
Are you ready to try precision on the back nine? Totally, Otis. Come on, Pip. It's time to hit the greens. Yeah, this is where precision's gonna be interesting because I know some of these take more shots. Although luckily I have an unlimited timer, so shoot. Okay, but okay, so in some of these you do get more shots, so that's nice. With this, I gotta get way closer. So that's nice that they do that to kind of make up for the fact that there's slightly more complex holes. Plus, I know on this one, it's like every single time you get those ramps, like, that is one shot per go-around. Plus, I know it's going to take at least one shot to get it lined up, and in this case, two. Dang it. Okay, that time it actually made it over. Sweet. Oh shoot. Yeah, it's like at this point. Oh. It's like the goal is just to finish at this point.
I think we should go with the iron on this one.
Ah, jumped over. What a tease. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it, but it's hard to say if they're going to. It's basically combining the two where you're on a time limit and you have to get in a certain amount of shots. I hope not, because my gosh. In some of these holes, you just barely have enough time to finish it. Then I just gotta make that crap. Alright, and I was like, please don't go over the fence. So I gotta get this in 4 strokes or less. Nice. this is where I might run out of strokes. Yeah, I might run out of strokes and I might lose a life here. There we go.
Oh, yeah!
Ah, shoot.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, this is where I also might really run out of strokes. Ah, shoot. Alright, so I got 5 shots to make this happen. Alright, I probably only have 1 legitimate attempt left before I lose a life. Alright, this is it. Nope, I chucked it too hard. Alright, we've hit a bot record of 4. Let's see if it goes any higher. Yeah, I was like, unless I get lucky. Alright, so this particular run I'm going into with more strokes, so that'll help. Maybe, we'll find out. Yeah, it's like you really can't shuck it hard, otherwise you're screwed. That I might want to chuck it a little harder. There we go. Alright, 2 to go. Alright, I get 18 strokes to finish this hole. No, that's gonna miss. Crap. There, and I gotta go the— oh shoot, no! Yeah, that might be a loss of a life. Alright, damn it, this I really can't afford to chuck it hard, otherwise I'm gonna run into that problem again. Alright, that— yeah, I'm definitely gonna be able to get that in a good shot. Alright, for sure this is gonna take at least 2 more shots. Okay, 3 because I'm that far away from the ramp. 4 because I missed the lining the shot up. Okay, this I don't know if it's gonna be possible on this run now. Nope, that's impossible now, so unfortunately I'm gonna lose a life. I know that one part earlier in the run is where I got screwed. God, gosh darn it. Yeah, that might be a botched run already. Well, that worked out in a way. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, that I'm gonna want to line the shot up properly, otherwise I'm screwed. I gotta go fast, otherwise I'm gonna lose that. Ah, shoot. Oh wow, I actually got lucky on that and... what? No, crap. So yeah, if you don't chuck that at max speed, you're screwed. Maybe. Okay, it just bounced weird. I was gonna be like, ah, crap. Okay, theoretically speaking, this is possible. Shoot. Okay, made it past, so then I gotta get this in 2 shots. So I gotta be very careful. Okay, I got 1 shot to get this in. Darn it.
You got a lot of gophers.
Yeah, this might be the reason it goes into another session as well. Nope, it's going this way. Alright, then I gotta hurry, otherwise it's gonna backtrack a lot. Chuck it just hard enough. I don't have a ricocheting problem because this is going to take at least 2 shots, one to line it up and then one to get it in there. Alright, that's going to take at least 1 shot to line it up. Okay, it took... means I got 5 shots. Yeah, I got 3 shots. Alright, 1 to go. Whew. Alright, I have to get this in 12 shots. I might just waste like half my shots here. Yeah, this is likely going to be a botched run. It's taking too many shots. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a botched run. Yeah, because from there it would probably take at least a couple more shots. Alright, I have 1 life left. I honestly think they should have given you more than 12 shots on this one, but what do you do? Come on, go in. Alright. That should be a good lineup. Unless I get screwed. Oh yeah, that went way over there. That's gonna take at least a shot to line up. Alright, that at least gets it in the ballpark. Come on, I was gonna say, please don't screw me over here. Yeah, this will likely require a reshot, because I think you have to get, like, super close and then shoot it at max. Alright, did it. Whew, down to my last life, too. I was like, I really hope they don't make you do all 18, otherwise, that's definitely going into another session. You've beaten every kind of golf there is. You're a one-count golfing machine. Still, you can always work on your high scores. Come back anytime you want to play some more precision golf on the back nine. Gotcha.
Catch you later, buddy.
Okay, so then the next mission looks like it's nighttime. Yeah, so I think based on the dialogue that implies there isn't an 18-hole challenge on that front, and I'm like, thank goodness, because that back nine was hard enough as it was. Or maybe if they added it as a bonus challenge, it'd be fine. Yeah, and then I'll go collect those coins, but I know unless I have at least 500, I can't afford anything at the Gopher shop. Alright, so let's see how many Gopher tokens I have. Or Gold Rush tokens. I have 2 of them, alright. Yeah, so that'll bring me up to 350. Alright, time to switch it over to nighttime. Alright, then Otis is there with the next quest.
Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. This is just so bad.
Nothing can be that bad, Otis. What's up? I think the coyotes will come back again tonight. They like the chickens. I'll stand guard on Ben's Hill, but can you defend the chicken coop? Watch and learn. Okay, so I guess this is just part of this chapter then. Take you coyotes on. Screw you! Oh, shoot. Shoot, I'm out of milk again. Oh, they're going in more aggressively now. Oh, they made off with two of them. I gotta be careful. Alright, we survived long enough. Cool.
Woohoo! You the cow!
Those coyotes can't just walk in here with you around. It's like you didn't even need me here. You got it covered. Later. Chapter 8, A Sudden Decision.
One day Otis left all of a sudden, said he didn't want others to do what he said anymore. That left the newcomer in charge of a difficult situation.
It's like, what the heck, man? Otis, why? Alright, from here I'll see what's left of the game. Because this might dictate if I go shop for anything or not. Okay, there's the golf round. Okay, yeah, there's at least one more thing left. Okay, so proportionally, there's about a half an hour. So, yeah, just considering there's a half an hour's worth of the game left, this is definitely going into another session. So, yeah, I'll just play it for 10 more minutes, and then we'll just wrap it up later in the week. So, I'm like, yeah, there's just too much of the game left to finish at this point, because I only got about 10 minutes. Well, now that I got 500... Yeah, see, now that I know this is going to take at least one more session, I might as well go buy that thing at the Gopher Barn. Like, I think the plan is before I stream Dragon Quest Treasures later in the week, I'll just start the session by finishing this out, and then go into that. Because with how long the game is, I'm bumping that up to twice a week after I'm done with this.
Got a new shipment in.
Polished dance floor, PA speakers. Alright, that's all I can afford because everything's really expensive at this point. Definitely making good progress in the game, like I said, and just at this point beating the game is gonna, I mean, like in 10 minutes for something that's got at least 30 minutes of content left is gonna be impossible. From what I can tell, there's at least 2 more missions left. I mean, this is pretty much the last story beat in the movie anyways. It's just, yeah, they beat the coyotes and then Otis tries to find himself again at the end, and then that's the end of the movie, and then pretty much on to the TV show at that point. Alright, so the next mission is at the meadow. Yeah, because I for sure got time to do at least one of the missions. Never mind, Otis is back. Yeah, definitely in terms of keeping the chicks safe minigame, the one with the evil Freddy's was definitely harder because it was the one I actually lost. Let me know if you see any raccoons around the barnyard. We got another case of raccoon sabotage. This time there's no water getting to the vegetable patch. Hang on, don't the raccoons like vegetables? I never said they were smart. Can you get on your metal detector and find out where the leaks are? Okay, yeah, this is definitely where I'm going to use the guide again, especially since I've only got about 5 minutes. Can't really afford for this to take multiple sessions. Okay, so... Well, the interesting thing on this particular go-around is that they're actually visible. Lemon meringue. Miles says there's 8 places to plant milkweed on the farm. Have you found them all? Alright, then where's the 3rd location? Kind of near the Jersey cows. Yeah, that's interesting, is that these ones are actually visible. So you don't even need the metal detector if you know where they're going, because yeah, I can see the 4th one now. Alright, then the 5th one's back up the vegetable patch hill. Good work. I don't think they'll try that
I'll
again.
see you
I guess I'll see you around. Got a gold rush token. So yeah, basically the plan is to get back to the barnyard, find the, collect those gopher bucks, just in case I might potentially be able to get one more reward out of it. Trigger nighttime. Actually, let me get closer. Also grab an egg while I'm at it. Because yeah, the goal is to wrap up as soon as possible. Not that I'm in an extreme rush, but I'm in a little bit of a rush. There, got the egg. Cue the gopher rush. Or the gold rush, rather. But yeah, I'll pretty much just give the ending spiel at this point, just because I know I'm going to wrap up pretty soon. So yeah, basically I'm going to continue with Live Alive tomorrow and then finish this game, / continue more Dragon Quest, or more Mario Odyssey in that second session. Yeah, I might as well save. Then I'll trigger nighttime, check the night barn to see if I got any more rewards, and then come back, save again, and then wrap up. Because, yeah, based on... I mean, I know there's at least one more mission, but there's probably at least a couple.
Good evening.
Yep, there's a reward.
You are a party master.
The barn's now 89% complete. The chickens really love the live music we've got going here now. Thanks for fitting out the stage with the piano, lights, PA, and posters. Here, take this milkweed. Yeah, it looks so much different in your WoW. Alright, then I'm just gonna go preemptively see if I can find a raid target, otherwise I know I'm just wrapping up already.
Have a nice night.
Yeah, it looks like there isn't anyone right now. Alright, so then I'm gonna go save once more, and then wrap up. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done in that game, and like I said, we'll continue Live Alive, this, and Mario Odyssey, try to wrap this up later in the week. That'll be about it, so we'll leave it there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.